Now to the north-central region of the country, Plateau State and the state government have secured the release of 39 inmates in prisons across the state after paying the court fines keeping them locked up. Governor Simon Lalong visited Shandam and Jos prisons, where he asked the inmates to stop committing acts that got them incarcerated in the first place.
The Plateau State government has facilitated the release of some inmates in prisons across the state as part of a state pardon to help reintegrate them into the society. In his first assignment of the new year, Governor Simon Lalong visited the Shandam prison alongside the state chief judge, the attorney general and solicitors. Here, the governor announced the payment of court fines for those locked up for their inability to pay. 39 inmates were released from the Shandam and Jos prisons.
Those ones that we have minor offences, government cleared those offences. That is not to say that we are not also going into robbery and homicide. Those ones it's a process. So we've already given the go-ahead. The committee will start with that one.
Controller of Prisons, Plateau State Command, says the Nigerian Prison Service remains a reformatory center for various antisocial behaviors.
The challenges have made reformation and rehabilitation of inmates pretty difficult. I therefore wish to use this medium to seek collaboration, support and intervention of the Executive Governor in the provision of operational vehicles, school buildings and learning materials for the inmates.
It's another opportunity for the freed prisoners to turn a new leaf and stop acts that led to their incarceration.
Nigeria Police Force has dismissed 6 police officers attached to the governor of Rivers State during the National Assembly rerun elections. The force public relations officer, Mr. Don Nawuna, told journalists at a press conference in Abuja that the dismissed officers acted contrary to the laws that ought to have guided their conduct during the exercise. According to him, the decision to expel them from the force is coming after they were accused they accused were being investigated by the Internal Investigative and Disciplinary Committee of the force. Meanwhile, some of the dismissed police officers who were present during the briefing expressed their disagreement to the decision, although journalists were not allowed to speak to them.
In spite of strict warnings and instructions from the IGP that all police personnel on election duty should be of good conduct, and this is from escorting their principals, notably public office holders and politicians, to polling units throughout the period of election, some recalcitrant police personnel were still found blatantly breaching these directives. This is unacceptable by all standards in the force. These acts, if not checked, can be inimical to the discipline and proper administration of the force. Their actions are capable of bringing the entire Nigerian police force to disrepute and portray the force in a very bad light as a lawless organization, not guided by the rule of law. The officers are as follows. AP number 177893, ex-Inspector Eyong Victor. First number 400872, ex-Sergeant Peter Ekbo. First number 374585, ex-Sergeant Oguni Goodluck. First number 385870, ex-Sergeant Oji Nwoke. First number 234216, ex-Sergeant Ogbe Ezekiel. And first number 437983, ex-Sergeant Tanko Ako. The 6 police officers, after the conclusion of investigation into this public mischief, were subjected to internal disciplinary measures, found guilty, and consequently dismissed from the force. They will be prosecuted under the Electoral Act to serve as deterrent to others.
From Rivers State in the south to Anambra State in the southeast, property worth millions of naira have been destroyed from an overnight fire that gutted the popular Nnewi timber market in Anambra. Although no life was lost in the inferno, Traders say they've suffered immeasurable loss and are calling on the state government to come to their aid.
The year 2017 may have started well for many. With less than 1 week into the new year, some traders at the popular Neri timber market are already counting their losses from a fire outbreak that gutted a section of the market. The fire, which started during the night when the traders were away, left its trail of destruction running to millions of naira. While some struggle to recover what is left from their shops, there is nothing to rescue for some others.
It was yesterday around after 1. I got a call that my shop has already been bombed.
It's very, very painful. I had this by 4 o'clock this morning.
The traders say the quantum of damage is not one they can bear alone. They are therefore seeking the assistance of the state government. There are speculations that the fire was caused by bad boys who smoke around the market.
What I know is that the fire started from the Gosby here, as early as 10 minutes after 1 this morning. So our men is here, Tehran, fighting the fire.
There are also reports that the fire had gotten to an advanced state before the fire service arrived. The Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of operations says the team will investigate the matter.
The fire experts, that's the fire service personnel, will conduct investigations into the immediate or remote causes of the fire.
The Harmattan season is often characterized by incidents of fire outbreaks, and there is need for more careful handling and storage of inflammable substances.